me your arms. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you, and I'll always be around.
Hello family, and welcome to another cooking episode, but today it's only going to be me.
No apron.
So today I'm going to show you real quickly how I make the apple pie in a jar. I told Donna we have to make these because I don't want the apples to go bad. We've had them for about 5-6 days now. But anyway, I'm going to go over the crust with you. So to make the crust, and we will put these instructions down in the comment section, or what do you call it?
The description box.
The description box. Anyway, we have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We have 1 teaspoon of salt. We have 5 tablespoons of sugar. We have 1/3 cup of Crisco baking shortening. And we have 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. Okay? And also, you're going to need 12 tablespoons of ice cold water. So that's why this is here. Now I will tell you, when I know I'm making my pie crust, the day before I always put my butter and my shortening in the freezer. It just works better that way because you want it to be like freezing cold. Okay? This is the easiest pie crust I've ever made. It is most delicious. I saw it somewhere, but I altered it just a little. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put in my 3 cups of flour. I'm telling you, this recipe is really easy. It's really good because it just comes together. All right, and then I'm going to put in my sugar, 5 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to put in my 1 teaspoon of salt. And I am going to, let me go ahead and mix this up just a little bit. Just going to pulse it a little bit. Just to mix it up really good. So we've done that. Okay, now I'm going to add in my Crisco. All right, that popped right out. And then I'm going to go in and add my frozen butter pieces. Okay? And now, I hope this doesn't sound weird, but I'm going to pulse this 20 times. I think when I do it 20 times, it grinds up perfectly. Okay? So here we go. Uh-oh. All right. You see how nice and grounded that is already? This is what you're looking for. See that? You can see little chunks of butter and Crisco. You want that for your shortening. I mean, you want that for your crust. In fact, I'm going to do it a few more because some of these are too froze. So I'm going to do it just a little while longer. Let me give it about 10 more good spins. This is very messy, but you won't regret it. All right, then now that's better. Now let's take a look at that. See that? I had cut my butter pieces too big. You want to make sure you don't do that. But see how that is? It's almost like the consistency of a cornmeal or something, right? Okay, so now I love the way this comes together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tablespoon. And I'm going to go ahead and add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm just going to start with 10. Now you may do yours a little different. This is how I do mine. So I'm going to get started. See how beautiful that is? Donna, I want you to get in there and take a good look at that. This is what you want. It's nice and cold. Look at that. Okay? So what I'm going to do is spread out just a little flour on the surface here. And so I'm going to go ahead and dump this out. See that? It's just like clay dough. I don't want to handle it too much, but I am just going to wrap this up in some saran wrap. Let's just wrap it up in this. And we're going to refrigerate this for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Wait, let me clean this mess up and then we'll work on our pie filling. Okay? See you in a minute. Hey family, so I'm back and we're going to go ahead and do the filling portion for our pie. So what I'm going to use today is I'm going to use Granny Smith apples, which are tart and crisp, and then I'm going to use Gala apples, which are crisp and sweet. Okay, so I'm going to mix the two. This is not the kind that I do all the time. Sometimes I use Gala apples, Sugar Crisp, Jazz apples, just whatever I see at that time. Now, these measurements are approximate, so you have to do what works in your recipe when you're making them, because you know the more you let this apple filling sit, it gets more juicy. But anyway, I have a tablespoon of lemon juice. I have a tablespoon of vanilla, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I have a 1/2 cup of packed down light brown sugar, and then I have 1 cup of regular granulated sugar. Okay, and then again, as I said, I'm going to use ground cinnamon, and I will also use nutmeg. So when I cut these apples, I always try to cut them in one long stem. My mom, when she would cut her apples, she could cut them in one long stem. I used to love it because I would come up and just eat the whole thing. And I don't think I can do it. Let's see. What you bet I can do this?
Oh, I don't know, baby. It looks kind of rough.
It was rough.
No, you got it.
It looks like,
Oh.
I was close. Close, but no cigar. See, I don't make this apple pie much.
You know? She don't make it often enough.
I don't make it a lot. Like, this is the first time this year I've made it.
You made it for my birthday because I asked for it.
In April, okay.
You made it for my birthday, yeah.
Okay, I made it in April.
I would rather have Peggy's apple pie than a birthday cake any day.
Ooh, look at him throwing out these compliments. What do he want?
Apple pie.
That'll do it. All right, so we're gonna get our apple corer. I'm never good at this. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
And so what I do is just so this is 4 Gala apple, not Gala, what do you call them?
Fuji.
Fuji. First thing I'm going to do is add my lemon juice. Okay. Then I'm going to add my brown sugar. That's still fine. Are you in there?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Big time zoom.
Huh?
It's big time zoom.
Okay. And I'm going to add my regular sugar. And we're going to put that, oh, this vanilla smells so good. I bought this brand of vanilla by accident. I'm telling you, I got it at Walmart and it smells amazing. Tastes amazing too. All right, let's add a little cinnamon. We like cinnamon around here.
What would you say that is? About a tablespoon, maybe a little more?
Oh, I don't know. That's not a tablespoon. No, it's probably a little more than a tablespoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells good.
Mm-hmm. Smells like a bakery. And the juices is coming out of the apples and grabbing all the lemon juice.
It smells heavenly. Probably use like 2 tablespoons of cinnamon because we love cinnamon. Some people might not like it like that, and that's okay. And if you can get down here, you can see the juices are starting to form down at the bottom. See that?
Mm-hmm. There it is.
The juices are starting to form.
Look at all that juiciness.
All that goodness. So we're gonna put, I don't know if I'm gonna put the whole 4th cup in there, maybe half of the 4th cup. Sop some of that up.
Was that the flour?
Yes. I'm gonna sop it up. So I did use the whole 4th cup.
Okay.
All right, family, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to make 6 apple pies in a jar, and then I'm going to make a small regular apple pie. If you guys could forgive me just for one moment, and let me speak to my blood relatives for just a minute. I know that you guys still have my apple pie jars. Please bring them back.
Cause you had like
I
15
need
of
them.
them,
I
didn't
had
you?
about 20, and now I'm left with 6 because people have come by and taken jars home.
And not
Please,
them back.
please return the jars back to Pegi and Don. Thank you very much.
This has been a Pegi and Don announcement.
All right, family, so we've just taken the crust out of the refrigerator. It's been like 30-45 minutes. And You can see how that butter has solidified again. See how nice and buttery that looks? So for right now, I'm just going to get half of it. And then I'm going to mess up the counter. Now, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but we're going to do it the Peggy way. So what I do is just cut that bottom out like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in the bottom of the jar, just like that. Okay? I do my bottoms first. At this point, I just go in and fill it in, because you're just pressing it against the sides. You want to just make sure there's no openings, because you want that pie to cook on the inside. So I just go in. Can you get in there? See that? And I just press it down all the way around, just like that. I don't worry about greasing these things because there's so much grease in it already, you know, when we use that Crisco and when we use that butter. So, I mean, I know a lot of people do, but I don't do that. I just think it's hit enough. So we're just taking this dough, pressing it in. Like I say, it's probably a better way. I should have cut them in squares, but this is what I do. I don't need you in the comment section telling me, because I'm going to keep doing it like this. So, this is just what I do. And I always get that crust up to the lip of it, because then you have to go back and put a top on it. See that? So what we're going to do here is we're going to fill them with this delicious apple pie filling. Get a little juice in there.
I think I like your apple pies in a jar more than your other apple pie because I get a little more crust. That crust is so good. And ever since she's been making these, I've always preferred the jar version versus the big version. I think I don't get enough crust with the big version.
And now we need 6 tops. And I just try to blend them together. You know, just like you would do a regular apple pie. All right, family, 2 quick things. I just made myself some cinnamon sugar. So what I did was I got 2 tablespoons of sugar and I added about a tablespoon of cinnamon. Mix it together, cinnamon sugar. Now for my topping, I have 1 egg and I probably put just a little milk in there. It wasn't much, just very little. Start off with maybe 2 tablespoons of milk or a tablespoon of milk. You see that? I'm going to brush that on top of my crust to make it crisp and nice. So what I like to do first is just brush my crust. So I'll brush my crust. Because I want that to be nice and brown and crispy. Well, not crispy, but you know. And now we're going to do a light dusting. Cinnamon sugar. And now I'm just going to cut. Ooh, I took a whole apple out of there. 1, 2, 3. And then this one will give them 4.
Alright fam, we just pulled the pies out of the oven. You know, some people like to wait till it's cooled off or anything like that, but I'm not going to be doing that. I got me a little cup of the emergency ice cream, the Edie's vanilla bean ice cream. I'm just going to peel that off real quick.
I don't know how he's going. This thing just came out of the oven.
That is correct.
And he doesn't care.
I do not care.
Sad affairs.
Okay. There we go.
That's enough for 2 people in that little thing.
No, that's enough for...
Don't burn yourself. Okay, I'm not going to say another word. If he gets burned, I'm going to let him be burned. Like, I wish he would have waited at least 10, 15 minutes. But the smell in the house is just...
Exactly. That's the torture part. She's trying to let me torture myself or something. This first taste is going to be without ice cream, or sans ice cream. Sans ice cream, as they say. Just got to blow it off a little bit.
Okay, I'm not going to say a word. I go through this all the time.
This is the best batch you've ever made.
No way.
This is the best one. Okay. Peggy's been mastering this formula for a while. She's going with cornstarch versus flour. She's going with more lemon juice versus less lemon juice. She's going with vanilla flavoring. She's going with all kind of changing the apples and stuff like this. This is the best one. I'm gonna look in the camera and say this. This is the best batch Peggy has ever made. Wow. I don't want to eat the ice cream. The apples are soft. The juice is once that she had juice all over the place. The juice is not all over the place, but it's enough to keep it moist and delicious. I am not exaggerating.
I don't see how he's eating it. It's so hot.
The crust is not too sweet, but it's got flavor to it. Got some little butter flavor in there. Get a little bit of ice cream. Man, okay, this is good with ice cream. Wow.
That jar is hot, Donald.
I'm not eating the jar, baby.
Okay. All right, family. Well, as you can tell, Donald's favorite pie is the apple pie. Well, family, I think he's a happy man.
Y'all don't even know.
I thank God for him.
Somebody in our family gonna watch this video and ask if there's more pie left.
And they can have some pie. In fact, if you see this video, family, come on over It's 4 left, and we have ice cream. Come and get you some pie.
Well, hey, thank you, fam, for watching another great Peggy in the Kitchen video. We appreciate that. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell since you're at it. I'm trying to think of what I want to say. I just want to have another spoonful of pie. I'm supposed to be doing our little ending right now.
Yeah.
But
the crust is, I perfected that crust. I've worked on that.
Perfected the crust.
I've worked on it for a while. Like I said, I got it from somebody else, but I did a little bit extra with it. So you can use this. I use this crust for sweet potato pies. Donald love a good pecan pie. I've used it for that, and I only use it 3 times. Pecan pie for that coconut pie I make, and then I make it sweet potato, coconut, and the pecan. Coconut, pecan, and sweet potato. That's when I make my. It's easier to go to the store and buy a crust, but I just think it was quick, you know?
That crust sucks. That store crust sucks compared to this.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I really do hope that you guys will try the recipe. I think that you'll love it.
Everybody will love it. And hey, just go out there and do something good for yourself.
And for others as well.
And for others as well. I wish I could try this. Have a good one, fam.